May I open this ceremony by welcoming you all to the University of Newcastle. It's good to see so many of you here to take your awards, and so many friends and family who've come here to take part in what is for us one of our most enjoyable and pleasant ceremonies. This morning we've gathered to confer awards on those who've satisfied the Council of the University that they've met requirements for admission to awards in the Faculty of Nursing. In the printed program, there's a list of prizes which have been awarded on the basis of academic merit. I'd like to congratulate all of today's graduates. Of course, I'll do so personally later, but together I'd like to congratulate you all. You have qualified in one of the oldest and most honourable occupations of nursing, one which perhaps is not the first, but now increasingly gaining in professional recognition. And we're delighted that so many of you have qualified in this profession today. It's a source of great pride for each one of you, I'm sure, and the university shares in that. We know that every student, every graduate has got a personal story of hardships, difficulties, sacrifices, and also a story of friendships, enjoyment and pleasure during your time of study here at the university. And it's difficult, I know, to get through all the tests, all the assignments and so on without support of your colleagues, support of your friends and families. And therefore it's fitting that they should be here today to join with the members of the university in seeing each one of you come forward to be recognised for the achievement that you've made. These are difficult times, and I know that the employment situation is not as good as we would like it to be for each of you. Some perhaps still looking for the right opportunity. I hope that your friends in the university will support you through this difficult time, because I'm sure that the future does hold better prospects, and that your qualifications, your training will be sought after. When you graduate, when you receive your award today, that does not sever your connection with the university, not at all. Indeed, you pass into a newer form of membership. We hope that you'll remain throughout your life as a friend of the university and as a member of its convocation. Through that you'll be kept in touch with what goes on here, and we hope that you'll visit and take an interest in our affairs as time goes by. But it is your day to enjoy yourselves. We'll proceed later this morning to the conferring of awards, but before we do so, we have the great pleasure of hearing from our occasional speaker, Professor Macmillan. Professor Macmillan is the head of the Division of Nursing in the Faculty of Health, the University of Western Sydney at Macarthur, and we're delighted that she's accepted our invitation to speak to us at the commencement of these proceedings. I now have pleasure in inviting Professor Macmillan to speak.
Graduands, your family and friends, distinguished guests and Chancellor, thank you for inviting me to be with you today. I especially want to extend to you my very best wishes as a nurse. You are now my colleagues as a registered nurse. In particular, I want to extend special congratulations to those people who are the very first in their families to be awarded a tertiary degree. Congratulations to you. I also want to acknowledge that there are some of you here today who have been registered nurses for some time and who've chosen to extend your studies. And I hope that that's been a very positive experience for you. When I was thinking about what I might say today, I was reading through the Sydney Morning Herald, and I thought it really is a time of uncertainty. It's no longer a time in which we can be sure about this notion of a lucky country. And I read a line that said, "They don't sell tickets to the past." And my immediate thoughts went to the future. But those thoughts were governed by my past experiences. And thinking on that notion of luck, I then was reminded of a story that I'd heard just this week as well. And again, I think it probably came out of column 8 in the Sydney Morning Herald. And the story went like this. Lost dog, one ear torn, piece off end of tail, partially blind, 3 legs only, answers to the name of Lucky. And I thought, well, we really have to think through our definitions of luck, don't we? And I think we have to introduce some notion of management into that definition. We also have to think through our definitions of success and employability. And we, above all else, have to take on board what it means to be involved in this period of uncertainty and of change. So I was thinking about the future. And 1993 is a very special year for nursing because some of you may not be aware, but it was in 1983, in November, that a politician, wanting to take the heat off himself for some other decision that was about to be announced on that day, announced that nurse education would go into the tertiary sector. Well, we'd been wanting this for some time. Nurse leaders and educators have been wanting it for something on close to 30 years. So we thought it was a piece of good fortune, but it introduced a period of change. It not only meant a change of venue, but it challenged the way nurses thought about themselves. So it was about transformation. We stopped thinking specialty in nursing and we started to think about commonality. And I thought, was that good luck or was that good management? We're fortunate, I think, that our contemporary nurse population in New South Wales is still made up of a fair proportion of school leavers and mature age people. We've got people amongst us who didn't experience the privilege of maybe a level of formal education previously that they might have liked. And for many, this has been a second chance. We still have a good representation of ethnic mix, and we still have a number of males represented amongst the predominantly female group, and that's appropriate. So we have been fortunate, we have been challenged. I guess what we were thinking about 10 years ago was this is our chance. This is our chance to embark on some pursuit of something called empowerment and good practice. And course developers at that stage had a genuine belief that what they were talking about would end up with a product such as yourselves that would move readily into a whole range of practice settings throughout New South Wales in particular, but maybe anywhere else in Australia and across the world. And so it was really quite well thought through. People really were thinking very clearly about what they wanted that end product to be. They looked at the real world of practice. They took on board the notion that it was an action context. They thought through the very diverse nature of the field of nursing practice. They were really trying enormously hard to think that this new sort of nurse would be much more autonomous, much more self-directed in the way that they behaved. They acknowledged that they would be constrained by the system. But they thought through a range of other abilities as well. They thought they wanted them to be involved in something called problem solving. They wanted them particularly to be able to adapt to novel situations and technology. They wanted them to think about their practice. They, of course, wanted them to be competent in that practice. They wanted them to have a set of professional values and attitudes that would carry them forward into the next decade at least, if not beyond. But above all else, they wanted them to be able to reflect on their own behaviours and to be self-regulatory. Now, that applied to the existing registered nurses as well. They somehow wanted them to think differently about how they'd learned previously, and again, to be able to reflect on their practice. So I want you to concentrate on the notion of movement into the workplace, that transition, and I hope that a fair proportion of you have experienced it or are presently experiencing that, or can anticipate that you will do that fairly quickly. And I want us to think about the notion that after a decade, we're moving into a maintenance phase, that we've been through a lot of change, and we've done very nicely. We have really done extremely well, and I think we ought to reward ourselves for that. But we need to think very carefully about how we deal with each other and how we deal with this transition. When people move into the workforce after a tertiary-based education, at the very least, they have to go through a period of identification and clarification of what it is that they've learned and what it means to the world of work. Now, experience brings some measure of success at doing this and a sense of developing your understanding and confidence. But that matter of confidence in itself can be problematic. It's about personal stability. And when you're in a new learning environment, that quite quickly goes out the door. It's a very disorienting experience. And it causes personal instability. You can't think clearly, and you certainly feel extremely insecure. And everything that you've ever learned for a period of time, I think, seems meaningless. You forget all that you've ever learned, and sometimes you respond to situations inappropriately. And likewise, the people with whom you're working respond to you inappropriately. So I think that this thing called personal stability is something that all of us has to work at, and we have to continue to work at it. It doesn't come naturally. And I think in this period of uncertainty, we have to work even that much harder. It can be achieved by being passive and avoiding being noticed, but there's a price attached to that. It'll remove the personal threat, but effective learning doesn't occur. And one of the key things about dealing with the future is this notion of ongoing learning. And I think that that's the difference between how we approached nurse education previously and what it's all about today. We know that we don't know it all. We know that it's okay not to know, but it's not okay not to ask and not to cope with the situation appropriately. So be polite, but let's not be passive. So this notion of developing confidence is a delicate matter, and it requires assistance from others. You need role models. I read a book just recently by Professor Handy from Britain, and it was called The Age of Unreason. He said, if you put a frog in water and slowly heat it, the frog will eventually let itself be boiled to death. We too will not survive if we don't respond to the radical way in which the world is changing and support each other in this pursuit. So you need to start acting out some of the concepts that you've taken on board over the last 3 years. Now, feedback from research to date suggests that after a period of socialisation and acclimatisation, that you will all do very nicely. It also suggests that the registered nurse who's exposed him or herself to tertiary education has to redefine their way of thinking and to realign some of their old behaviours. There's a more extensive repertoire of skills. You have to think about those broader abilities that I spoke of earlier. So I want to issue you with a challenge. Don't leave the hard decisions to others. You have to learn to manage yourself. and yet at the same time you have to be considerate of those around you. It is about ongoing learning. It is about constant redefinition of practice. Take good advice on the way forward. The future is inevitable up to a point, but we can influence it if we're able to realign our thinking about who we are and what we want to be. Differentiate between excuses and obstacles. Be a good role model to your peers. Ask yourself, is role making a possibility? I would argue that it is, but it involves taking risks, it involves an element of trust, it certainly involves responsibility and accountability. Be reasonable, develop a new ethic, deal with yourself first, and don't engage in cooking any frogs. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Professor McMillan. I'm sure everyone's been inspired and interested in what you've had to say in your occasional address. I'd now like to call on Professor McInerney, Dean of the Faculty of Nursing, to present candidates from that faculty.
Will all candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Nursing please stand? Chancellor, I present to you the candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Nursing as specified in the program.
In the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I confer the awards specified in the program on all those graduates from the Faculty of Nursing who are present today, and in absentia on those unable to be present.
Chancellor, for the award of the Diploma in Applied Science Nursing. Karen Janelle Allardyce. Okay. Elizabeth Anderson. Lara Vera Orzens. Paula Leslie Bartlett. April Solveig Bernstein. Catherine Michelle de Vries. Fiona Gay Judd. Natalie Therese Mahoney. Tony Marie O'Connor. Andrew James Rigg. Jodie Marie Robb. Barbara Mary Taylor. Chancellor, for the award of the Diploma of Health Science Nursing, Anne Marie Acuna. Emma Susan Ali. Kylie Marie Andrews. Denise May Anstis. Britt Stephanie Armstrong. Catherine Lee Arnold. Jane Penelope Arthur. Kim Louise Asher. Gail Therese Barber. Helen Therese Bax. Robert Andrew Beer. Donna Lee Beeson. Vanessa Jane Bellatish. Rachel Elizabeth Benton. Michelle Louise Betts. Kim Marie Bladen. Wendy Ruth Bollinger. Therese Karen Bone. Darren Charles Bowd. Nicholas John Bowtich. Melinda Ann Bowen. Kelly Ann Bray. Jodie Marie Brown. Mary Louise Buckley. Janet Budden. Mark Edward Byron. Michelle Cameron. Tara Cameron. Christine Marie Campbell. Carol Nicole Clement. Lisa Michelle Cloak. Kim Marie Coughlin. Joanne Cook. Lisa Marie Corbett. Victoria Claire Corley. Wayne Robert John Cotterill. Ian Craig. Sherry Ann Cross. Geraldine Margaret Crow. Andrew Graham Dart. Matthew Kenneth Davies. Alfonso de la Heras. Claudia de Laurentius. Wendy Raylene Deeg. Mark Stanford Dicker. Elizabeth Melissa Ditton. Jean Elizabeth Douglas. Janine Elizabeth Douglas. Michelle Lisa Draper. David Francis Drennan. Apologies. Michelle Ann Edwards. Nicole Louise Edwards. Martin John Elway. Jodie Lee Evans. Louise Ann Evans. Karen Ewan. Sharon Jennifer Fenwick. Kylie Ann Ferguson. David Anthony Firkin. Gina Lynette Fisher, Susan Margaret Fishlock, Karen Elizabeth Flannery, Pamela Ann Forbes, Claudine Elizabeth Ford, Mark Andrew Ford, Karen Marie Forster, Catherine Marie Forster, Maureen Frances Formese, Christopher Anthony Gall, Julie Ann Gallucci, Leonie Ann Gilbert, Jonathan Alexander Gourlay, Natalie Gay Graham, Nicole Louise Granger, Jocelyn Ann Grieg, Samantha Jane Griffiths, Jacqueline Ann Haynes, Rhonda June Halpin, Brian Malcolm Hanks, Andrew Ashley Gordon Hanson, Vaya Haralambos, Alison Patricia Harris, Sharon Joy Harris, Vanessa Louise Hart, Jason Philip Harvey, Cam Hung Ho, Lyndall Constance Hawke, Christine Hazel Hawkins, Cheryl May Hayward. Stacey Louise Hellier. Fiona Argall Henry. Tina Marie Hepburn. Kimberly Georgina Hill. Jennifer Susan Hinman. Megan Hodge. Joseph Michael Hodgson. Patricia Jane Howson. Joanne Marie Huggins. Fiona Hughes. Gina Karen Hughes. Belinda Marie James. Alison Michelle Jones. Tuaja Marie Campy. Drew Robert Keir. Colin Leslie Keane. Catherine Lynn Kelly. Sharon Lee Kelly. Janita Lee Kennedy. Michelle Esther Kennedy. Deborah Jane Kurz. Lenore Ramona Kingdon. Alexandra Helen Kinghorn. Kylie Louise Lang. Elizabeth Ann Lansdowne. Simon Lau. Sarah Lawson. Melinda May Lever. Michelle Colleen Lewis. Amanda Marie Lindsley. Rachel Jenny Locke. Bernadette Logan. Jodie Marie Lovell. Jason James Lowe. Anne Beverly Lunny. Simone Patricia Lyons. Anne Elizabeth McLeod. Luke Anthony Madison. Alison Jane Maddox. Julie Ann Malone. Lynette Joy Marchant. Sonia Markovic. Kerry Ann Martin. Leah Ann Matthews. Mark David Mason. Nicole Leah McCrowan. Fiona Gay MacDonald. Felicity Ann McLaughlin. Sorry. Andrew David McRae. William Gordon McSweeney. Stephen Peter Meeks. Tara Louise Meany. Melissa Jane Mears. Lee Ann Merlot. Michelle Millington. Peter Ann Mitchell. Stephanie Gay Montford. Jacqueline Claire Moore. Kylie Kylie Ray Morley. Renee Nicole Mountney. Asha Naki. Teresa Marie Naseby. Melinda Jean Nabauer. Karina Lee Nixon. Linda Lee Norris. Kim Diane Nowland. Jane Margaret O'Brien. Erica Jane Pearson. Karen Nardine Heaty. Donna Leanne Perrin. Suzanne May Fee. Rachel Phillips. Jodie Ann Pinfold. Catherine Mary Presland. Melissa Jane Price. Sharon Ann Purdon. Kylie Marie Ray. Nicole Lee Rankin. Matthew Neil Redman. Melinda Jane Redman. Suzanne Maria Rich. Catherine Louise Riley. Jason Kyle Robards. Angela Therese Robinson. Natalia Maria Robinson. Jane Kathleen Ross. Tanya Louise Rutledge. Megan Ann Sage. Catherine May Sansom. Anthony James Searle. Deborah Marie Shields. Margaret Ann Season. Julie Elizabeth Sleven. Claire Janet Smeaton. Katrina Ann Smith. Kristen Jehan Hilda Smith. Jeanette Gay Sullivan. Christine Gay Symington. Jane Law Townsend. Helen Elizabeth Wade. Tammy Annette Wallace. Marie Jane Wow. Sarah Louise Wells. Graham Joseph White. Glenn Ernest Whitaker. Samantha Jane White. Daniel Philip Williams. Brian Robert Winter. Su Yin Belinda Wong. Melissa Jane Wright. Simone Gay Wright. Kathleen Ann York. Vicky Ann Young. Peter Lance Atkins with merit. Teresa Maria Bellamy with merit. Michelle Franca Benedetti with merit. Kelly Marie Caldwell with merit. Tracy Ann Coulton with merit. Kerry Chi Fleming with merit. Mary Elizabeth Glover with merit. Rosalind Joy Gourlay with merit. Gillian Cecilia Hunt with merit. Peter Jared Lanine with merit. Kim Marie Pavey with merit. Janice Stainton with merit. Scott Anthony Taylor with merit. Ray Donald Worley with merit. Dione Joy Wyborn with merit. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Health Science Nursing, Nerida Michelle Adams. Arthur Ernest Olchen. Kerry Alford. Lisa Ann Anseline. Jeanette Louise Beverley. Deborah Ann Butler. Susan Marie Carson. Debbie Ann Clark. Lee Ann Sylvia Cowie. Robert Charles Cox. Sandra Davis. Christine Joy Eastham. Flavia Maria Agnes Fonda. Sandra Freeman. Faye Therese Fuller. Glenda Marie Gilmore. Gail Narelle Grant. Rosalie Hammonds. Margaret Ann Jones. Beverly Meckelhone. Gillian Lindsay Miles. Dorothy Ruth Muir. Lynette Gay O'Brien. Carolyn Leslie O'Sullivan. Christine Joy Pollard. Anne Veronica Rook. Deirdre Heather Schaefer. Deborah Faith Scott. Bradley James Shaw. Jeffrey Milton Stoddard. Christine Joy Tompkins. Louise Marie Eno with merit. Charles William Harmon with merit. James Gerard Mee with merit. Chancellor, for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Health Science Nursing, Catherine Maria Dolahenti. Anne Lynette Wright.
But I now have very great pleasure in inviting Mr. Charles Harmon to respond on behalf of this morning's graduates. Mr. Harmon.
Thank you. Men and women of Newcastle University, guests, graduates. Firstly, let me say congratulations to all graduates. To those of you who don't know me, I'm Charles Harmon. I registered as a psychiatric nurse during the late 70s, as a mental retardation nurse in the early 80s, and completed my diploma in the mid-80s. I have just completed my degree, as you can see, and I'm moving on to a master's program this year. Today is mainly about three things: celebration, reflection, and challenge. For most of us, this is a great time to share the joy of our success with friends and family. A lot of hard work and a degree of sacrifice has gone into our efforts in academia, so many of us will feel heartily justified in our celebrations. Today is also a day for reflection, however. I'm sure that this ceremony and other planned functions, the dinners with family and the drinks with friends, all serve to help us realise that to some extent we've made it. Today all of us will have a little existential moment to ourselves, whereby this knowledge will sink in. This is a day also to reflect on those people who have contributed to our success, the friends and family who supported us and understood our testiness at the end of each semester. The people who have offered words of encouragement when things didn't work out as planned, and those who gave us pleasure in camaraderie when the academic day was done. At this point, I'd like to offer personal thanks to my partner, Karen, also a student at a university which shall remain nameless. She has given me great support during my studies and has helped me to aim for personal goals rather than those that I thought others might want me to achieve. May I also offer thanks to those academic staff who have provided us with guidance and support during the long haul. There are certain people amongst them who have been tremendously helpful to me during my studies, and I hope to continue this style of liaison during the next 3 years. Additionally, I would like to offer a vote of thanks to the Huxley Library staff, who have been instrumental in helping me to improve my research skills. Bless them. Finally, this is a day when people will ask graduates, and what do you intend to do with your qualification? This is a day on which we must acknowledge that we have all undertaken study as a means to an end, as part of some ambition. I imagine that many of us will take a break from studies initially, but the fact is that there are many challenges out there for nurses to meet. I'm sure that the skills learned during our studies will place us in a position to meet some of these challenges. In clinical fields, nurses are beginning to reflect on practice and to question, refine and improve old methods, as well as devise new procedures for more contemporary situations. Methods of inquiry are developing which place nursing research at the front lines rather than in some distant backwater. The rapid acceptance of the notion of praxis is an example of how academic endeavours in nursing are being made more real and more relevant. This is not to say that nurses should not be wary of the developing discourse in nursing. In some ways, the discourse is blurred, as nursing has borrowed from many other disciplines. Sometimes we have borrowed unwisely, and sometimes we have borrowed without really coming to terms with those new things that we've embraced. The term holistic comes to mind. In many ways, I think that we'd like to see ourselves, all of us, as holistic nurses. but I feel we'd be better served following Nina Bruni's lead in developing our discourse on holism before, like some hungry amoeba, we engulf the term and all that goes with it. I would like to leave you with a quote from Donahue by way of Gray and Pratt. We need to realise and to affirm anew that nursing is one of the most difficult of arts. Compassion may provide the motive, but knowledge is our only working power. Perhaps too, we need to remember that growth in our work must be preceded by ideas, and that any conditions which suppress thought must retard growth. Surely we shall not be satisfied in perpetuating methods and traditions. Surely we shall wish to be more and more occupied with creating them. I will leave you to your individual reflections, challenges, but most of all celebrations. Thank you for your time, and once again, congratulations and good luck to you all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harmon, for your words of wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, our ceremony is almost concluded, but before we leave this hall, may I invite all of you who are present to join the university in taking morning tea in the Union, and University Union, and I'm sure that today's graduates will be only too glad to point you the direction. So we hope you'll be able to stay and enjoy the beautiful campus of the university for a little while before you depart. So I now declare these proceedings closed.